Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eziel, and we're going to finish up the second platform here, or talk about the second platform, and go through some of the similarities and differences here. So you're going to notice we still have the green shard here that we're trying to bring the health down to 5% as we can, and the little bit different here is that there's only 3 instead of 4. You still get 1,000 points after the mobs in the center are killed. And so you want to make sure you get it down about 5%, wait for your DPS and your healer to get the 4 mobs, 3 down and 1 down to really low health. Get yourself into position, get ready to destroy it. Now the reason I go on this side here as a Lancer is this is the first spawn that comes, and he's really not that difficult. He's actually very easy to bring the health down. But as before, there is a speed bonus. So if you get it done in 5 minutes, you're gonna get additional bonuses there. Now with the crystal setups here, what you want to do is, since this is all bosses in this area, you want to make sure you have your boss crystals in. You don't want to, you could probably do without the actual anarchic cruxes, because most of these guys are not going to hit you. There are times they could, but if they do hit you, it is pretty difficult, very hard. Now you're going to see here that we get the mob down, and then there is the Thulson. You want to go ahead and start DPS and get some aggro off of this guy. His health is really, really low, so you could probably solo him down, but it just takes too much time. The really cool thing is, though, is if you get the aggro you need, so you get him about 10, maybe 15%, then you want to start dragging him to these little barrels on the outside. Pull him over to this side that I'm going if you're the main tank here. The reason for this is because you will not need these barrels later on in the match. So you destroy that, one-shots him. Now there's a Juggernaut that comes up. He's actually on the northwest side. As the tank, you do not want to go there. Everybody else wants to go to that side. As the tank, you want to go to the south side because you're going to get ready for the Fang spawn. Now that defender is got a little bit of health, so your DPS is going to have to get him knocked down pretty quickly. We've actually got a double warrior and sorcerer combo, which is actually pretty good. And you'll see here that they actually get him, knocked down pretty easily. And then there's going to be the Fang spawn that comes up. With this Fang spawn, make sure you get as much aggro as you can. You can't just shout him and leave. You need to probably do about maybe 1 full rotation of aggro skills, maybe some DPS, and then maybe a second shout. And that's kind of what I do, is I get that second shot, then I start moving. Move him towards this direction that I'm going here, which is on that right side of where he spawns from. The reason you're going to do this is you need to kill him with 2 barrels, 2 sets of barrels. So you see his health got down to 19.4%. I'm doing some more aggro skills, trying to get in position. Bring him back down to that other side on the left side of that. Do not get far away from him, though. I promise you, if you get far away thinking you have good enough aggro, he's going to go after that crystal pretty quickly, and you're going to be in a world of hurt, because one hit, I believe, will crack that crystal. So stay on top of him. Keep doing your aggro skills as best you can. Now everybody else, after they've done their part, then the healer's going to stay on that northwest side, because what they're going to do is basically they're going to keep the Terralith knocked down. Now when you kill these BAMs here, you actually get knockdown points, like 100 points for every knockdown you do. The Terralists, you don't want to actually kill them. You want to keep them knocked down, because you get an extra 100 points for that, and then you also get 1,500 points for everyone that's alive. So it's basically 4,500 extra points you get for keeping Terralists alive. As a Lancer, I come over here, and I actually get 3 stacks of Debilitate on, and try to slow down the boss and knock down this Terralith. The way we work this is the healer stays on the northwest side with the knockdowns. I stay on the south side for the knockdowns on the other Terralith. And as that boss gets closer, I'll start kind of maybe going back and forth depending on what needs to be helped out with. Now, as always, remember, you do get 1,000 points if you do white hit these bosses. But the thing is, though, is it's really not worth that 1,000 points, because the Terralists give you more points just being knocked down, not killed. If you do have to kill one of these Terralists, because it does help, then that's perfectly fine. 500 point deduction, no big deal. You're going to see me come back in here and do a stun and debilitate and slow them down. That's to help out my DPS just a little bit more. Get back, start doing some more knockdowns on my guy here. Remember to continue jumping. Remember your Guardian shout if you can, so you get the extra 1,000 points. Also remember to do your mourning. If somebody dies, resurrect them so you get those additional points as well. And that's pretty much the gist of it right here. You want to kill this boss down as quick as you can. We see he kind of got on our crystal there. So I think we had it cracked. We missed out on the bonus points that we could have gotten there with the second platform. And so it's you know, what you're really shooting for here as far as point wise is probably 170,000. That's what you're going to need to straight up kill the third platform boss. And you can see here we got really close to where these guys, you know, got near there. And our defense succeeded. It did rupture. We were very close to not getting this, but we were able to pull it through, which was a miracle for us. And we had a pretty good score, and we're continuing to jump around, continue to knock things down, and get those additional points. We ended up with like 150,000 points, which wasn't too bad for this run, or 155,000. So you want to get about 150 to 170,000, preferably 170,000 if at all possible. So, and lastly, do not cross this bridge at all until you guys are ready, because it will initiate the next phase immediately. So I'm going to go start on the next one, and hopefully this will help you guys out. If you have any questions, leave them in the YouTube channel, find me on the Terra forums. Until next time, happy hunting.